So what is behind me here? Is it just 2 ones? Or are there multiple ones? 1, 1, 1, 1, yes. Many, many ones. This is probably what you see when you have a spiritual awakening. This could be a synchronicity that you see again and again and again. Because synchronicities are the key to connecting with your true self, your higher self, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, God, the universe, whatever it is that you wish to call it. Synchronicities are basically how the universe is speaking to you, how it's letting you know that you're on the right track or things to pay attention to within your life. So paying attention to synchronicities are a major key. So what are synchronicities exactly? Well, we talked about coincidences. What are coincidences? Basically, events that happen that really have perhaps no related thing behind them, and they could be relatively rare, and they just happen and you just kind of brush them off. Oh, that was just a coincidence that I see this person again and again and again and again. It's just a coincidence that this event happens at this perfect exact timing, exactly when I needed it to happen. Oh, it's just a coincidence that I am in need of someone to help in my life or with my business, and I randomly find a business card on the ground of someone who can actually help fill that role of someone that I'm looking for at that business. Those are just coincidences, right? No. Those are synchronicities. Synchronicities are basically meaningful coincidences, is what you can classify them as. If you want to give a definition to it, it's basically meaningful coincidences. What are meaningful coincidences then? Well, it could be like seeing these repeating patterns, these repeating numbers, again and again and again. 1, 1, it could be like 1, 1 mice here. So look, 1, 1, 2 mice. You could be seeing the same person again and again and again. These are usually things that have a very, very low probability of happening, that it is statistically 0. If you were to think about synchronicities and put it like, what is the statistical probability of this event occurring at this time when you're looking for something, or when you're going through something in your life, or something is happening? What is the statistical probability of that happening? It's basically 0. As a matter of fact, it's so 0 that it makes you start to wonder, is there something else happening here? This seems surreal. This seems out of the ordinary. This does not seem like something that is within the realm of possibility. This seems like something that there's some sort of divine force at work here that seems to be guiding me. That's basically what synchronicities are telling you. They're giving you a guide throughout your life. They're showing you that you are either on the right track within your life, or giving you a sign, pay attention to this situation, to this person, to this event that is happening. Pay attention to it, because there could be massive and tremendous growth to be had here. It's often a message from the universe, from your higher self, from your guardian angel, spirit guides, whatever else, that you're on this path of connecting with who you truly are, to figure out your true purpose. Because I can say, at least from my own experience, which I will talk about in the next segment, that when you start to feel disconnected from who you truly are and what your path is in life, you don't see the synchronicities. They don't happen. They stop. But when you're on that path, when you're on that journey, you start to see them. Not just physically see them, like when it comes to patterns and numbers. Like, for example, this number behind me, 1111. Perhaps randomly you look at the clock, oh, it's 1111. And then I have seconds on my clock. Sometimes I've looked at it and it's 11 a.m. and 11 minutes and 11 seconds. What are the odds of that? And I just randomly glance at that. It's like, oh, okay. And then I sit there for like what seems like a few seconds, and it just stays at that time. It's like, okay, very interesting. But then maybe also someone sends you a message at 1111. I've had that happen too. Just a few people actually, it was just one person, sent me a message multiple times at that exact time. And I'm like, okay, interesting. Or maybe driving in my car and I see the license plate in front of me and it says 1111. And then I look at my gas and it says 222. And I'm like, okay, these are repeating patterns. These are repeating patterns that it's telling me something. Now, those are just some repeating patterns there. Okay, that could be giving you some indication that you're on the right path or something. Whatever it is that you're thinking about at that time, pay attention to it, because that could be something that continue with that, continue thinking that, or just continue to go towards that. Or if you're thinking something very negative, it could remind you brighter things are ahead, much more positive things will be coming to you. Because these are always learning opportunities. When it comes to seeing these repeating patterns, these repeating numbers, these people, these situations that seem so rare, it's basically saying to you, pay attention. There's something you have to learn here. They're not going to, the universe or your spirit guides or whatever, they're not going to sit here and say, hey, you're going to go through crazy times within your life. You're going to go through this roller coaster of emotions. You're going to feel sad. You're going to feel happy. You're going to go through all this, but it's for your own personal growth. Because most people will be like, no, I don't want to experience that. Instead, they send you these messages, these synchronicities for you to pay attention to certain people, certain events. And when you do pay attention to that, that's when you can start to explore it and learn what life is teaching you. Life is teaching you a lesson. Something else you can do here also. Be thankful for seeing these repeating patterns and meeting these people and having these events happen. If you're thankful for them, more will come to you that will help you learn and grow and become a better person. As well as asking. If you ask, it's like, show me a sign that I am on the right path. Show me a sign that this event is meant to happen. This person is meant to be in your life. Do this, do that. Ask the question. And you may be surprised that you will get the answer. You may not necessarily get it like a direct answer, like, a vocal answer. You could see it with patterns. You could see it with events that happen. I remember asking something not that long ago. It's like, show me the true intentions of certain people in my life so I can, gauge the situation. And then it showed me. And it was disastrous. It was like awful. It's like, okay, I now know. So that is what you can do with synchronicities. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to the things that are happening. And then you will feel guided. You'll be guided on an amazing path throughout life. And you will start to feel as though you're truly in alignment with who you are. That is basically what life is telling you.